Take two. Bob and Peggy interview for Cheryl and Larry Hester starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cheryl and Larry Hester are some of the greatest friends anyone could ever have. We came to Northside in 1982, but we really got to know the Hesters well when Cheryl and I worked together in the elementary school cafeteria, which used to be right here in the West Hall. This began over 3 decades of friendship, fun, and adventure.
And we have traveled all over the country with Cheryl and Larry. We've been to the Northeast, we've been to Alabama, we've camped in every place you can imagine in Florida. And in fact, some of our visits included the National Coon Dog Cemetery. That's a great story, and if you get a chance, pull Cheryl aside and ask her to tell you that story. It's really funny. But probably one of our best trips, one of our longest for sure, was when we talked about going up to Maine. Cheryl has an uncle who lived in Maine, so she said, let's go to Maine. So we rented a Montana. We loaded Cheryl, Larry, Peggy, myself, and Jimmy, and 26 hours later we were in Maine. The interesting thing was we got a little nap, and the next day we headed for Quebec, Canada, which was about 8 to 12 hour ride from there. And that's just some of the adventures we had. We've been in every condition you can imagine, but it's amazing just how creative Cheryl and Larry are, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And of course, they do excel at everything they do.
You know, Cheryl is the ultimate Proverbs 31 woman. She knows everything, literally, and she can do almost anything. I think that she has worked or touched every single ministry here at Northside, from the nursery to kids ministry, Awana for decades, for the women's ministries. She's helped at missions conference. She's, of course, helped in the kitchen. And I think she even lends a skillful hand to maintenance every once in a while. And she can do it, whatever it is. She's organized camping at Disney for decades. And that is no easy task, dealing with the Disney registration and everything involved there. But besides that, she does the cooking, she does first aid, and she's a master at pranks on the leaders that usually involve things like snakes, alligators, and even cockroaches. Very few people know this, but she's a very good artist, and she can master any puzzle or game. She's just truly a godly woman who serves the Lord with her whole being. She's smart, she's dedicated, and she's so much fun.
And you know, Cheryl is not the only one in the family that's pretty smart. Larry himself is, in fact, I bet a lot of you don't know this, that Larry at one time ran his own mechanic shop. Larry is very skilled. He can do amazing things. You know, he helped build part of his house, or his mom's house. So he drove for the church for a long time. Anytime they needed a driver to drive people somewhere, there was Larry willing to drive the bus. He's worked on every unit in the church, all the air conditioners, and some of those air conditioners are older than me, and that's pretty old. He gets up early to open up so people can get in, and of course late at night he's going to close everything up and make sure everything is secure. And the thing about Larry is he's really very thoughtful. I can remember all the different places we've been. Like if there was something involving taking turns, he would make sure that every one of the kids got a turn, whether it was doing a swing or going on a rope or whatever the case might have been. Larry made sure that every one of those kids got a chance. You know, also Larry worked with medical for a long time as well. And even though he's a very quiet guy for the most part, he has a quiet sense of humor, and he's a very faithful man. No matter where we go, no matter anywhere, even coming back from the Coon Dog National Cemetery in the mornings, Larry always had his coffee and his devotions. He's a very faithful man. I just appreciate so much how faithful you love. I just really do love that guy.
Cheryl and Larry are willing to take on any challenge. It doesn't matter. If they see a need, they just jump right in and they just do it. They just can. We are just so very blessed that they are our friends, and we love them both very deeply.
They've been a lot of fun. We've really appreciated them. And you know, Northside Baptist Church has benefited so much from Larry and Cheryl. If they're not asking Cheryl, they're asking Larry. Because if Cheryl don't know it, Larry does. And if they don't know it, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know it. We are so grateful for all that you do, Cheryl and Larry, for Northside over these many, many years that you've worked there faithfully. More than that, we are so glad you're faithful to our Savior, and you've been great friends. We love you, and we are grateful to have spent this time, and we look forward to this time of your retirement to be able to travel together. And we wish you the very best. We love you both.
Love you.
Bye.